Okay, here we are. We magically teleported to the MSF parking lot, aka the motorcycle gym. If you don't work out your motorcycle muscles, you're never gonna grow them. Let's talk about downshifting, alright? Let's get on the bike, let's start it up. Oh, I'm so short! Guys, I'm so short. We just had National Short Kings Day or week or whatever. I think it was May 1st through May 7th or something like that, because it's 5-6. Or 5-1 through 5-7, you know what I mean. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So, downshifting, 3 methods. We have beginner, intermediate, advanced. Okay, so I'm going to explain them first, then I'm going to do them, and I'll do them in order. Okay, so method 1, bike is off. Let's not let the battery die. So, method 1 is probably the easiest in the sense that it doesn't require as much coordination or skill or knowledge of your bike. So if you're brand new, this is the method for you. So all you got to do is, when you're downshifting, you're going to close the throttle, pull in the clutch, you're going to press down on your shift lever, and then you're going to not dump the clutch, but slip it. So slow engagement. Slowly let it out, and that should smooth your downshift. And you want to do this when you're at speed. Like a good area to be practicing this would be as you're coming to a stop sign or something. You just close the throttle, pull in, downshift, slip it. It does take a little bit of knowledge of your bike, just a little bit. Like going from second to first gear, it's gonna be jerky. It's not going to be smooth for the most part, especially if you're new, but practice makes perfect. Okay, so let me show you on the bike. Oh no. Okay, let's go up here. Get in a second. I recommend doing this at the higher gears. It's just a little smoother if you're practicing. So here we go. Get up to speed. We're going to downshift, close the throttle, pull in, press down, slip it. You hear that woo sound it made. We'll go from second. Or sorry, we'll go from third to second. So we're in third. Here we go. Close the throttle, pull in, and then slip it. And that one is a little jerky. The higher your RPMs are, the jerkier it's gonna be. So keep that in mind. Okay? So this time I'll try to do it and just look at my hands so you guys can get a good view. I'll still narrate though. Okay, so third gear, on the gas, that kid just ate shit, on the gas, close the throttle, pull in, down, slip. I'm slipping. There we go. Fully engaged. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Now let's move on to intermediate. Intermediate is the most fun. I think this is the most, of all of them, the most practical, effective, and cool method, okay? So this is just blipping the throttle. That's all you do. Everything else is the same. You're going to be on the gas, close the throttle, pull in, press down. But as you press down, pretty much in one motion, you're going to pull in, press down, and blip at the same time. So it's going to be like, and I've done a short on this, but this is a little more in-depth. Just pull in, blip, and press down at the same time. Let's see. Just like that. This one requires knowledge of your bike, so you're gonna have to practice this at road speeds, probably best in a parking lot like this, until you understand what it feels like to go through every gear. General rule of thumb, trying it in 6th gear is going to be so much easier than trying it in 2nd gear. So start there. And then as you get better and better, you can drop more gears faster. Another rule of thumb, the lower down in gears you go, generally, the more you're going to have to give it like, you're gonna have to give it a bigger blip, if that makes sense. So like 6 to 5 can be a small one, 5 to 4, a little bit bigger, 4 to 3, a little bit bigger. But it depends on your road speed. But if you're doing it fast, that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like So let's give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Alright. And the reason for blipping it is it just makes it smooth. Smooth. And it's way faster than slipping the clutch. I mean, you can drop gears real quick. See? 3 gears. And I mean, imagine the practicality of doing that while you're coming to an off-ramp or something on the freeway. Instead of heavy braking, you can just downshift. And then that engine braking will slow you down too. I'll see if I can get a couple more passes so you guys can see it. Need to get a little bit more of a runoff here. Not getting enough road speed. Alright, here we go. Blip. So with every successive blip, because I was doing it fast enough, I had to give it more gas. You could hear it. It'd be like blip. So brum, and then the RPMs take longer to trail off because you're dropping the gear and you're going relatively the same speed. I may be over-explaining it, but just practice it, guys. That's all you got to do, okay? Okie doke. Let's get the advanced technique in. I'm probably going to biff it. Okay, advanced technique. It's also totally unnecessary. I call this the track technique. All the same rules apply. The only thing you're doing is you're now adding brake pressure as you're blipping. So look at my hand here. I got 2 fingers on the brake lever, and I got 2 fingers and my thumb around the throttle. So you're going to be braking and you're going to blip just like that. And it's hard because you don't want to be yanking your brake every time. You're trying to keep it in the same spot. Let's see if you can. It's kind of hard. And this takes a lot of practice. I don't get it right all the time. So, you know, I would say this is best done not for the first time at the track. Don't do it at the track for the first time. Do it here, where you can make mistakes. And I usually only do this, for my comfort level, I only do this 1 or 2 gears max, and I do it when I'm probably in like 5th or 4th gear, coming to a stop, and there's no rush. So I'll just slowly apply brakes, blip it. Yeah, so let's give it a shot. Hopefully I don't biff it. Alright, here we go. I just dropped 2 gears. Alright, let's try this again. Braking, blip. It takes practice, guys, and even maybe you can't see it on camera, but it's not anywhere near as smooth as just blipping and not braking, if that makes any sense. Like the intermediate one is really as far as most people should go. This is kind of just a style slash hot boy technique. You do not need it. So, a couple drills. I'll give you guys a couple drills here. Go to a parking lot. The drills are the same for every technique, okay? You don't need to change the drills. You just need to change the technique if you want to work on that technique. So drill 1, you're gonna go up to 4th gear, and you're going to downshift twice, whichever way you want. So let's do beginner method here. We'll do beginner method, going up to 4th gear, downshifting twice, okay? And go. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, downshift, slipping, downshift, slipping, 2nd gear. There we go. Mission accomplished. So drill 2 is going to go, you're going to downshift to whatever, you're going to go from whatever your top gear is that you're in all the way down to the bottom. So for this one, I'm going to go 4th to 1st, okay? Using whatever method you want, whatever method you're working on. So I'm going to go from 4th to 1st gear. Okay, so here we go. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, we're going to downshift, downshift, downshift. We're in 1st gear. Just like that. Smooth as butter. Just practice and you're going to get really good. And then you can hit those sick, nasty downshifts on the road, and people are going to be like, oh my god, they're so cool. I'm telling you guys, hitting a sick, nasty downshift, it's like one of the best feelings. It's so good. Sounds good. You can hear your success. It's immediately gratifying. Yes. So let's recap for all you sexy bikers out there. Beginner mode, you're just going to close the throttle, pull in the clutch, press down on your shift lever, and then you slowly let this sucker out. Smooth. Alright. Intermediate, you're going to close the throttle, pull in the clutch, and then in one motion, you're going to press down and you're going to blip it. And then you're going to let it out. I'm not going to let it out because I'll stall. So you're going to, just like that. And then advanced mode, which is just showing off at this point, you're going to be closing the throttle, applying brake smoothly, and then blipping while you're braking and shifting down, obviously. Alright, that is it, ladies and hog crankers. That is it. You guys got it. I believe in you. Downshifting is not scary if you practice it. It's scary if you don't practice it and you get on the road and you're like, oh my god, how do I do? Oh my goodness. So just give yourself the skills you need to get to the point where if someone's slowing down in front of you quickly, you can just bang through the gears super smooth. Alright? And it's just safer. For me, I spent so much time thinking about how do I downshift that I wasn't focusing on other things that are more important. And I want you guys to be in the same boat. So, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. I hope this wasn't too disorganized. I literally just was out riding and I was like, you know what, why don't I go make a little tutorial? But I think this is important because I stressed over this a lot when I was first starting out. So, I don't want you guys to. So, alright. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later.